repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm... It's me now. You're my truth now. Yeah. I'm here to speak and make it clear. I'm sorry, y'all, for all I've done. But I'm not the only one. In a dark place, I told some lies. But I'm not the only one. We all got secrets under the sun. In the shadows, we played the game. Now I'm standing here taking the blame. A lot of y'all was at the freak off too, so don't put it all on me. That's just the truth. I've been up and down this road trying to find my peace. Confessions of a man without a release. Oh, now, hey. In the mirror, I saw the truth hiding in plain view. I'm coming clean now, this burden to undo. We were all there dancing shadows in the night, acting wrong when we knew what was right. But deep inside, there's more you must see. In this room of mirrors, it's not just me. I walk this path with heavy chains, trying to shed those sins, erase the stains. I've seen the highs and the pushing low, fading in the spotlight. That's how it goes. Now I'm standing here, hard on my sleeve, trying to clear the air, let the demons relieve. Every wrong turn and every mistake led me to this moment, let my soul wake. Plays a part in the shadows deep, lost in the game. This promises to keep.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you? You know you done fucked up.
Hello, Grand Rising, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, Please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, don't forget to double check and make sure that you're still subscribed, especially if you haven't been receiving those notifications. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr.A_Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, why are you here? You already know what to do. Okay, so hello, Darnell, Brand Slayer TV, Samantha, Anita, Danielle's in the house, Claudette, Buckhorse DC, 504 Nola, Pearly, the lovely T. All right, M. Shanty, let's get into it. G from the Lands, Mr. Elevation is here. Deronda, Jeff ATL, Juju B, Nessa G, Re-Educated Soul in the house. All right, Priscilla, I see you, beloved. So let's get into it. Everyone, please kindly get those likes up. Please get the likes up, beloved. Hey, Nandy. Sophie B is in the house. All right, Pamela. Pamela said rock bottom. Juju B said bucked up. Okay, Locked Queen Candy J is in the house. And so let's get into it. Oh, hell no, I see you. All right. Poetical Winds is in the house. So let's get it started. I see iSketch up in here. All right, shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. Hello, Michael McDougal. And shout out to everyone tuned into the Queen. All right, so with that all being said, I told y'all somebody was clout chasing. I told you guys days ago, hey, Tanja, Tawana, I told you guys days ago that somebody was clout chasing, and I was going to call them out. And quite frankly, I don't know why anyone else hasn't said anything, but we'll get to that in a moment. Hey, Samantha. Now, with that all being said, I find it very interesting that 50 Cent, okay, or some of you call him 50 Cent, 50 went to a roast. All right, they had a roast on Diddy in Little Havana in Miami. And in fact, I heard they roasted Meek Mill as well. This is all so nefarious. So let's talk about it. And they say 50 Cent was front and center, mind you. 50 Cent front and center for Diddy roast. Host defends the dark jokes. Now, the Diddy roast co-host and the organizer, Brittany Brave, joined TMZ Live on Tuesday and dismissed the accusations that the jokes were out of place for DV events, basically domestic violence, because that's what the event was supposed to be for. And so some people thought maybe it was a little out of place for that, because of all the allegations pertaining to Cassie and Diddy. Now, the allegations date back years, and she says the timing was perfect. Now, 50 Cent made it to top priority to be present at a Miami-based roast with sauteed Diddy on the menu, and he was hoping to see his nemesis in person. Now, he know darn well Diddy was going to come there. They say Diddy's been laying low on Star Island, okay, for the past couple of months. And so 50 was VIP at a brand new venue called the Dead Flamingo Pop-Ups. They had an unfiltered, brutal roast of Diddy hosted by comedians Brittany Brave and Danny Cream City. Now, has anyone ever heard of these two comedians? Because I haven't. Okay? I haven't. But I'm sure we're hearing about them now because they roasted Diddy. Pay attention. Now, it says, which spared the embattled music mogul no mercy whatsoever. Brave belittled Diddy's legacy with domestic violence jokes and even threw Meek Mill under the bus. All to 50's delight, who was laughing in the front row. On IG, 50 joked about it and said he figured Diddy would show face like Tom Brady did for his recorded roast. Now, or his record-breaking roast. But of course, that didn't happen. It's worth noting that he used his classic diss track, Back Down instrumental, to score his recap. Now, all jokes aside, Brave and the other comedians were fundraising for the National Domestic Violence Hotline. So dark humor for sure, but it was for a worthy cause, they say. So anyway, I find it all nefarious. Okay? iSketch says, I feel Diddy out here in the mask like Joe Biden. I'll say, what now? Okay, and so anyway, Then they threw Meek Mill into the fray. You know, Meek Mill's been catching a whole lot of strays with this whole Diddy debacle. Please pay attention. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, you all remember Dream Hampton. Who remembers Dream Hampton? You all remember I did a video about her and R. Kelly, or her and Jay-Z, basically doing the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, right? That was allegedly funded by Jay-Z. And then I proceeded to show you all a picture of her and Jay-Z from back in the day. So let's go to that real quick. I'm not going to dig up that TikTok right now. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Now, she came out and spoke on Diddy, and I thought it was very interesting what she had to say. She says basically that she begged him to confess to what he'd done to Cassie. Begged him to confess. Okay, please pay attention. Now, here is Dream Hampton, who for years has been supposedly been quite good friends with Jay-Z. And after that falling out that Jay-Z had with R. Kelly on the Best of Both Worlds tour, they say that Jay-Z funded her docuseries on R. Kelly, which of course partially led to him being sent to prison. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Now, this is what she had to say. She says, Puff, I'm not trying to Olivia Pope you. This is what the filmmaker recalled telling P. Diddy. And she said she told him to tap out after Cassie Ventura's lawsuit broke. Now, even before the 2016 video of Sean P. Diddy Combs appearing to assault the ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, even before that was released, things were not looking good for the rapper and music producer. Diddy faced multiple lawsuits and numerous allegations from people who accused him of crimes including sex trafficking, and his homes in Miami and Los Angeles were also raided. It was something that filmmaker Dream Hampton said that she saw coming and warned him to just go ahead and tap out and come clean. Now, she's best known as the executive producer on Surviving R. Kelly. Dream Hampton has been around the music industry since the 1990s, and she told Rolling Stone that she saw the writing on the wall for Sean Combs, who's gone through several name changes over the years, and reached out to him after Cassie Ventura filed the lawsuit in November. She said, I reached out to him because I know that I'm someone that he'll listen to. And I said, Puff, I'm not trying to Olivia Pope you at all, but I think that you're done. And it's time to tap out. Now, imagine somebody calling you and telling you that. And so, of course, for those of you who don't know who Olivia Pope is, that's the character that was played by Kerry Washington on that show, Scandal, that I never watched. But anyway, so the filmmaker reached out a second time via voice note when she said she was afraid she hadn't been clear enough, asking him to take accountability. Now, she went on to say, what you need to do, what we need to do, what we've needed really since Mike Tyson raped Desiree Washington is one of y'all mother uckers to say, just say I did this. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life, and that includes financial restitution, okay, trying to make this right. Now, according to Dream Hampton, straight denial was unlikely to work for the rapper because of his established reputation. She said, I was like, this is a siphon. This is a siphon struggle that women are involved in. The so-called Me Too movement. The rock is coming down. And this whole Johnny Depp, Russell Simmons, deny. That's not even an option for you, Puff. Nobody is going to believe you. You're loathed already. So you actually have an opportunity here to enter into a different paradigm. Now, of course, Diddy did not take Dream Hampton's advice. He settled with Cassie Ventura a day after she filed the lawsuit and went on to call the allegations made against him by her and others sickening. The rapper said that his accusers were looking for a quick payday. And then an apology came, but that was only after the hotel security footage from 8 years ago appeared to show him throwing Cassie Ventura down to the floor, kicking her, and then dragging her. Now, of course, more lawsuits and allegations followed, with many in the music industry weighing in on Diddy's situation. 50 Cent is releasing a docuseries about the record exec. Slim Thug said he couldn't stand beside this, while former Danity Kane member Aubrey O'Day she showed disdain for the apology that came after multiple denials. Investigations seem to be ongoing in the lawsuits against Diddy, and he has not yet been charged for any crimes. So she said she told Diddy to come clean, honey. And she told Diddy, people already don't like you, and there's been stories and rumors and speculation of nefarious things that you've alleged to have done going on for years. So quite frankly, nobody's buying it. So you need to just go ahead and confess. Well, we already know that Diddy was not going to do that. Okay? And you know, most narcissists, in which I clearly think that Diddy is a narcissist as well as a sociopath. Yeah, he wasn't going to tell that. He wasn't going to come out with it. Now, maybe, you know, here's the thing though. Before Cassie filed that lawsuit, when Diddy and his attorneys claimed that they were having negotiations with her, well, they didn't call it negotiations. They literally called it extortion. They called it extortion, said she'd been trying to extort them for about $30 million for this past 6 months. So when that all started and Diddy was smart, he should have come out then and admitted to some of the things that he did and apologized at that point. Okay? That's what he should have done. I mean, if you ask me. So anyway, clearly he did not. Now here we are. All right. Christopher says, wonder if he will get charged this year. You know, sometimes these investigations can take a while. I don't know. But it is likely. Okay. It is likely. Now, goes on to say that Hampton says in their conversation and with her subsequent messages, she pleaded for him to just simply take accountability. She notes that before the tape of him physically abusing Cassie was distributed, many observers weren't taking her accusations seriously either. The conversation wasn't even about Cassie. She says it was kink shaming and homophobia. Okay, and you know that is true. Many people were going in on Diddy about the kinky things, you know, that were alleged, like the freak offs, and I was going in on him about the freak offs too. And many people were going in about him, you know, supposedly, you know, about the homophobic things. Now, and quite frankly, I've heard those things for years. Okay, I've heard those things for years, and I don't really care who Diddy or anybody else sleeps with. But at the end of the day, of course, that's juicy gossip for some people. Okay, that's juicy gossip for some people. Al Rich says the feds got up to 36 months to bring charges. Okay, Nandy says Diddy's type of arrogant logic, he's likely like, after all the footage they confiscated with I got a guess for. What the hell I got a guess for? Hold on. Oh, what I got to confess for. I'm sorry. What I got to confess for with all the footage they confiscated. He tell Dream, I'll take advice from my attorneys, not you. Right. You know, above all that, Drum says with his no class dancing ace. Okay, well, you know, at the end of the day, it's all looking real bad for him, and I don't see how he's going to get out of any of this. Okay, please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, let's talk about Roger Bonds, because here's the thing. You all know that I told you months ago, in fact, it was last year, after the Cassie lawsuit came out, I told you all that Roger Bonds, you know, he just seemed a little sketchy to me, because remember when he went in on people on social media because people were asking him questions and all that and whatever. He said, ain't none of y'all going to help my situation. Ain't none of y'all going to help my son. Sir, we don't even know what the hell's going on with your son. Okay. And so he was going in on people, and then he either took down his Instagram or made it private or whatever. I can't recall, but some of the things that he said led me to believe then that he was clout chasing. And also, I felt like he just had a vendetta against Diddy. Because my thing is, you know, you had all of this knowledge. You could have been exposing Diddy, but you weren't. Okay, Jaguar Wright has been exposing Diddy for years. Gene Deal has been exposing Diddy for years. And here's the thing. Gene Deal supposedly cut ties with Diddy a long time ago and quit fooling with him. All right? But the only reason Roger Bond hopped into the spotlight is because when Cassie dropped the lawsuit, she said his name. She said that he broke up something between her and Diddy at one point. But here's the thing. Cassie may not have known this, but whatever Roger Bonds broke up between her and Diddy was likely because he was trying to protect Diddy and not her. Let us not forget that I showed you the video, which I'll show again momentarily, that Roger Bonds was talking about in an interview how Diddy was arguing with Kim in the car and they were supposedly fighting and Kim got out of the car or whatever. And then he says, he told Diddy, what are you doing? Do you know where we are? Now that sounds like he's trying to defend Diddy, but I'm going to show you something else that goes to prove that he's a clout chaser. As far as I'm concerned, it also goes to prove that he really wasn't so mad at Diddy for any of the stuff he did. You see, if I were a man and I was a bodyguard or whatever, and I'm sitting there watching this man beat up on woman after woman after woman and all these things, yeah, I definitely would be sickened by him and would not want to fool with him. Now, at one point, Roger Bonds said that he was tired of working with Diddy or dealing with him, and so he lied and told him that his diabetes was the reason he couldn't be with him every day. Yeah, well, I don't believe that, and I'm going to show you some receipts, and you can draw your own conclusions, okay? You can draw your own conclusions, but let's talk about it, because here's the thing. Remember when I told you about Roger Bonds' son, and he wanted Diddy to help him? And so let's just get into the whole story about what exactly, for those of you who don't know, who missed it, let's just get into the whole story of what exactly happened with his son and why he wanted Diddy's help. Okay, likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. So I'm going to share my screen and show this video, which came out in, I want to say 2019, came out in July 2019. A hip-hop influencer's son was arrested in Africa 8 years ago. He still hasn't gone to trial. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and show this. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. And I'm going to put an overlay on the screen. Okay, Nandy said, interesting take. The paid bodyguard likely protects who pays him. Right. See, in my opinion, things were all fine with Roger, you know, when he was getting things from Diddy. But when Diddy told him no, that he's not going to help him with his son, now you want to come out. And then when Cassie mentioned his name in the lawsuit, I think he took that opportunity to clout chase. Now, that's just my take on it. You can agree or disagree, but I'm about to drop some receipts in a minute. Okay, just stay tuned. Now, as I said, I'm going to put an overlay on the screen. Likes up, everyone. Please don't forget to like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds. Okay, here we go. Now, this is him discussing what's going on with his son in Africa. Waiting for this commercial, this ad to finish.
An influential name in Atlanta's hip-hop industry is speaking out about his son's arrest in hopes of guiding the youth. After working with P. Diddy for more than 15 years, he's now putting his career on hold to focus on his son's freedom. Naima Abdullahi has his story in this week's ATL Culture.
As a father, what I'm going through is being without a son, you know what I'm saying, each and every day.
Roderick Rowland, who goes by Roger Bonds, posted his pleas on Instagram.
Shouldn't be going through it.
That his son, Kevin Townsend, is currently locked up in Namibia, just north of South Africa. His son traveled there with a friend, but in 2011, both men were arrested and accused of murder.
Let's just get him in the courtroom. Let's just see what's going on.
This father, who worked directly under Diddy for more than 15 years in New York and in Atlanta, is wondering why his son is still waiting for a trial after 9 years.
I feel that he's not being given his day in court. I don't feel that he could get a fair trial.
Reports in Namibia indicate the co-defendant had crossed paths with the victim in the U.S. He's hoping to get the case separated where his son will be tried separately.
I feel like I let my son down as a father.
He wishes he set a better example for his son.
So when I came home from being incarcerated, my mind and my thought was on, I'm never coming back here again.
He says he's been told the years without a trial is because the defendants are not satisfied with their attorneys. He hasn't been able to write his son or to speak to him. Now he's planning on traveling to Africa soon to explore more legal options to get him a fair trial.
One of the biggest things that I really want people to get out of this is the pain that I'm going through. If you care about your parents, don't put them through this pain.
And Roderick Rowland says it's also painful to see the victim's family wait 9 years as well for the case to wrap up.
Stone Mountain Volkswagen is bringing our in-store
Okay, so there's that. His son over there in Africa and was in jail for 10 years before he even was given a trial. Now, that's insane to me. Okay, that's insane. But we have to remember, some of these countries don't have the same laws that we have over here. Now, with that all being said, I'm going to share my screen. Lights up, everyone. Please don't forget to like and share. Thank you in advance. Now, this is a post from months ago. Diddy's former bodyguard continues to speak out, faulting Diddy for not supporting him during his son's incarceration. The real Roger Bonds, at one time, it says, at one time, I would have taken a bullet for this man. And those that know me know that's true. What happened? People say, yo, why you saying that? Why you doing this? One reason is because you can't do nothing else unless you want to end up in jail. Nobody worried about their kids when I had them. I mean, nobody. Basically, saying that he protected Diddy's kids. Okay, and Diddy didn't have to worry about them. He says, where is the loyalty at when it's my son? You want me to have loyalty to someone who couldn't tell me there's $100,000 I may not can go, but I ran sure. I think he's got a typo there, but anyway, I ran sure can make sure he has a legal team. But I'll give some strangers $3 million. F out of here. My truth, my story, my life. Two faces. Hashtag coming soon. Oh, you didn't think I would talk about it? Well, watch me. Hashtag the general. So he supposedly has a book out or a book coming out or something like that. And he was upset because he said basically in an interview that Diddy gave him some money for an attorney for his son. But then after that, Diddy fell back. That he was supposed to help him further, but he fell back. Now, here's my thing with that. Why does he think that Diddy, and I'm not defending Diddy, mind you, because we all know how I feel about him. But here's the thing, though. Realistically and logically speaking, why does he think that it's Diddy's responsibility to take care of his son's legal issues over in Africa? Why does he think that? Okay, at the end of the day, when he was protecting Diddy's children, he was being paid to do so. You are his employee. So that's different as far as I'm concerned. Nandy says, once someone gives you money, that's help. Leon says, better be ready when karma comes to collect. Now, had Diddy given him the money, yeah, I don't think he would be saying anything about all of this. But now he wants to act like he's this big hero, bragging about how he, helped Cassie and other people and all this and that from Diddy. But at the end of the day, you were still cool with Diddy. You know how I know he was still cool with Diddy this whole time? Because had you not been cool with him, why would you have gone to him to ask him for money or to ask him to help your son in any way? Also, another thing of note is I'm going to show you that even though he claims that Diddy did not help him with his son, well, he did say Diddy gave him some money for an attorney. But after that, he says Diddy didn't help. At the end of the day, he still was fooling with Diddy, as far as I'm concerned. And I'll show you why in a minute, why I say that. But hold on. Let me continue. Diddy's former head of security claims he stopped Mogul from abusing Cassie and others. I was sick of having to cover up everything you did. Now, this came out, now I want you all to pay attention to the dates. This came out November the 29th. And I'll tell you and show you why I want you to pay attention to the dates in just a moment. This came out November the 29th. After previously stating he'd soon be speaking up in the case of Cassie, accusing Sean Diddy Combs of physical and sexual abuse, The mogul's former head of security, Roger Bonds, is claiming he not only stopped the Bad Boy founder from abusing the Me and You singer, but others as well. He says, it comes a time when you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. This is what Bond said in an Instagram post Wednesday, November the 29th. And he said this of his work relationship with Diddy. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I'm losing weight. But in reality, it was that I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick. Now, Cassie spoke on it. He went on to say, she said, yeah, I jumped in it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time. It was other times, and it was other people. Bonds gave his initial statement after Cassie's lawsuit went public, as the filing mentions him by name. This is not meant to be threats or snitching or anything like that against Cassie or Diddy or anyone else, he said at the time. This is me telling my truth as I truly remember it for two reasons only. One, because I have 4 daughters, so on all dudes, my truth as I've seen, once I have 4 daughters, so on all dudes, my truth as I've seen it, saw it and was involved with it for years. He says that's his first reason. I'm willing to tell my truth because for so many years I was quiet. Nothing matters now but family. He added alongside a photo of himself with a long way to go songstress. Okay, now Cassie filed her lawsuit against Diddy last week. Now, this is a week after the lawsuit comes out. Please pay attention. Okay, citing physical and sexual abuse. Less than 24 hours later, the pair of execs reached a settlement for an undisclosed amount. Ben Rothman, an attorney representing Diddy, soon after released a statement confirming that the settlement doesn't equate to an admission of guilt, saying, just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. This is what Rothman wrote in an email statement. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He is happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Ms. Ventura the best. And so here's the picture that Roger Bonds posted of he and Cassie. Okay. Now, with that all being said, Nandy says, recall after the handsome Nipsey passed, Godfrey told Lord Jamar, it's wise to help the hood, but from afar. Hashtag wisdom paraphrased. All right. Hey, Nancy, ex-beloved. So anyway, with that all being said, now let's get to these videos. And then we're going to talk about it because now from what we've heard thus far, it sounds as if Roger Bonds was so disgusted by the things that Diddy has done in the past that he had to find an excuse to stop dealing with him. It sounds as though he was so, annoyed and bothered by the things that Diddy was doing as it pertained to putting his hands on women that he intervened on several occasions. That's what it sounds like. And he was disgusted by Diddy's behavior, even more so it seems, because he himself has 4 daughters. Now, I want you to remember the date of that post. That was posted November the 29th. This was after Cassie put out the lawsuit and put Roger Bonds' name in there. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you why this is a whole clout chase. And also just because he's mad because Diddy didn't help him with his son. And I don't even think that he was really that pressed about Diddy helping him with his son. I think it's more so a clout chase. Okay? And I'm going to show you why, like I said. But let's get into these videos. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
There's very few people standing up and be like, yo, I ride with Puff. Is there anybody that you could think of besides possibly Andre Harrell, maybe?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something. You know why nobody's standing up? Because the same shit he's being accused of is the things that they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's more or less of, let me just keep my mouth shut for a whole bunch of my shit come out. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the shit that they said he did was the norm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was popping pills. Everybody was taking some X. Everybody was on MDA. So I think a lot of people that he was around was there, number one, because of the fame you're going to get for being next to Puff. Number two, you're going to get the pictures. Number three, you're going to get like, yo, I was at Diddy house for New Year's and this, that, and the other. So right now with all these things coming out, they're like, oh shit, I might have did the same thing to my shorty that I was with. So it's like, yo, just let me stay out, because if they pop out now and take his back, that might wake up a sleeping giant. You know what I'm saying? It might be a girl that's sitting in the back saying, you got your nerve saying that shit when you did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
I feel like a lot of people got to be quiet. It's like that Epstein shit, right? Like,
exactly.
You know, allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know, not for Epstein. I think Epstein's like a proof.
What did you see him do with Kim Porter?
I seen him inside the car, grab her up. I seen him smack her, you know. And one thing about Kim is Kim got to the point where she fought back because she realized how powerful she was. It was one incident on Sunset Boulevard in front of the Beverly Hills Hotel where I just seen the car rocking back and forth. You know, of course he put everybody out the car, but I seen the car shaking. So I opened the door. I said, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? You see where we at and what are you doing? And Kim got out the car like nothing happened. And she fixed her hair and she told him, she said, I want to see you explain to the media that scratch I'm going to put across your face if you put your hands on me again. And that was Kim's attitude. Kim's attitude was she realized that what he had to explain meant more to him than anything. And once she realized she had that power, she said, nah, not no more. Because you're going to have to explain why you all marked up.
I find it very interesting that he did a whole interview with Piers Morgan. Okay? Please pay attention.
True about being abused. Bonds was named in that lawsuit. Cassie says he helped save her life. Combs denies the allegations. No charges. Roger Bonds joins us now. Thank you very much, sir.
How you doing, Mara? How's everything doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking this opportunity. Roger, do you believe that there is that there is substance to what we're hearing about Combs being involved in these heavy criminal activities?
I believe some of the things. I think some of it is a little far-fetched, but I think some of it is definitely true.
Now, when we get into what the sum is, you are in the lawsuit as saying, in the car leaving the club, you know that Mr. Combs physically abused his girlfriend, putting the hands on her way over the line, that you tried to stop it, but you couldn't. Is that all accurate?
Yes, that's accurate.
And help the audience understand what you know was going on there.
Well, there's definitely times that he was very abusive argumentatively. He was very abusive physically. You know, that particular time that Cassie is talking about, they were at a dinner or a gathering on Sunset Boulevard. And Cassie was talking to a manager, and he got very upset about that. You know, he didn't want her talking to any other managers or doing anything without his say-so. And he got very abusive that day, and I jumped out the car, and I ran up on him, and I grabbed him, and I was like, what are you doing? Do you see where we at? Like, what's going on? And he got inside the car once I grabbed him up, and he realized the way he was at, but some of the damage was done already, and I put her inside the car, too.
The idea that he would be involved in running drugs, running women for the enjoyment of others, did you see anything like that? Did you hear anything like that?
Well, I don't think when they say running for others, I don't particularly believe that. You know, at the end of the day, he's Sean Combs, he's Diddy. You know, a lot of the things that they accuse him with, I feel falls under different kind of jurisdictions. You know, it's been plenty times we've been out the country. We've been in other cities, other states where you meet people at parties, you dance, you party, they go back to the hotel. And he has a private jet. So he says, hey, you want to come to New York? You want to come to L.A. for a week or two? And they get on the jet, and for a week or two, they might be there, and then he'll tell the assistant, okay, fly him back. If that falls under sex trafficking, then yes. But as far as like physically sex trafficking and making someone go somewhere, I don't believe that to be true.
That's the allegation. Cassidy makes that allegation in part also what she refers to as a freak-off, which is where Combs would make her have sex with other men. And then that allegation was expanded in some of these other reports that we've seen of, yeah, that's what he does. He would get women and make them have sex with other men, and that he would get drugs and traffic them, meaning bring them in for sale and use by other people.
Well, on that aspect, I'm going to say I don't know what he does actually in the bedroom. I've never actually witnessed anything like that. But I have seen people that I haven't ever seen in my life, guys that I've never seen before, go into a hotel room with them. And I know that only they was in the room. Nobody else was in the room. But what actually went on, or if they was forced to do it, or how much they got paid, I didn't know about that. But I definitely did see people go into private places where him and Cassie was at.
Do people who know the realities think Combs is going to get hooked on at least some of these charges? And why do you think his friends aren't coming forward to defend him?
Well, I think a lot of things that he's being charged with, a lot of things that he's being accused with is the norm. You know, I think that's part of Hollywood. I think that's a rich culture. And I think a lot of them is scared to come forward because this is what they've been doing for the last 10, 20, 30 years, as if it's just a regular thing. And by Cassie speaking up and finally standing up for what I feel she should have did a long time ago, it's given a lot of people courage to speak up on the things that they thought was the norm.
All right, please pay attention. So what do you all think about that? You notice how he said Roger Bonds was looking at Diddy and his source of income on his job and off the job, said Light Brown Sugar Sister. Yes, I absolutely agree. You know, but now he's trying to act like he was just so, you know, disgusted by the things that Diddy was doing. But notice in that interview, that's where he said that I grabbed him up and I said, what are you doing? Do you know where we are? But the damage was already done. Then he says he put Cassie back in the car. So was he more concerned about what Diddy was doing to Cassie or about Diddy being seen doing what he was doing to Cassie? Okay, that's the question that I have. That's the question that I have, all right? So Christopher says, damn, P. Diddy didn't get this guy to sign an NDA. Stupid move. He used to have everyone sign them at his parties. Probably didn't think that he needed his bodyguards to sign them, beloved. Probably didn't think that he needed the bodyguards to sign. These bodyguards guarding these hotel rooms should be questioned. Yes, okay? At the end of the day, if you're complicit with what's going on, please don't try to, you know, come out and acting like you're just, you know, there to save the day, Roger Bonds, okay? All right, because in my opinion, the only one that was really concerned about what was going on with the women in Diddy's life being abused or whatever, allegedly, is Gene Deal. Now, I believe Gene Deal was the one who was the hero. He was the one who was trying to stop things. He was the one who was really disgusted with Diddy. But Roger Bonds, I don't think so, okay? I just don't. But let me continue.
Roger Bonds is saying he's coming out with a tell-all about this situation. And I want to get your opinion on that because it's low-key. If you are involved, that's called an enabler. Mm-hmm. So what he alleges is that he was there when Diddy was doing all this stuff with these different females, but he didn't stop it.
He tried to stop it.
He tried to stop it, but he didn't. But how did you try? Listen, let me be honest.
I don't care. Any man that puts hands on a woman is a bitch.
What I heard specifically from her, he put his hands on her. You know, she said that he was very upset at her because she wouldn't let the cleaners inside the Alpine house. So they sent over some people to clean the office. She'd never seen it because she was used to Mexican people coming over to clean the house. So when some black people came there, she wasn't sure if she should let them in or not. So she didn't let them in. And then she said out of nowhere, Puff just stormed into the kitchen and was complaining about her, talking about her, got in her face, put his hand on her forehead and started pushing it back. And with all his might, he pushed her out, flung her out the door. And she fell on her ass and she fell on her knees. And that was the last time I seen Jordan.
The story I heard was he threw her out like on Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
You know, the way Jazz would get thrown out the front door, it was like that, I heard.
Diddy's former head of security that's been speaking out the past couple of days, making videos, going on interviews, talking about the Cassie lawsuit, what he witnessed, what he experienced, that he does not want to remain silent anymore, has went silent and deleted his Instagram. And this is just a rumor because I have not been able to verify it myself, because I found an account that seems to be him called The Realist Roger Bonds, and it just simply just went private. But if this was to be true, did he get paid off to be silent, or did he simply just got threatened and fear for his life and was like, you know what, I gotta get out, I have to abort? Now I'm gonna leave that up to you guys, because again, this just could be a rumor. Like the video, comment, let me know what you guys think, and as always, follow me.
Okay, you all remember that when he just went silent, nobody could find anything on him. My mama said India doesn't protect from crimes. Exactly. I told you all that last year. Exactly. It sure doesn't. All right. Cuomo needs to tell his story and his family. Okay. He wants it all behind closed doors. All right. So a couple more videos, and then I'm going to show you all what I'm talking about. Like, sub, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, here we go.
There comes a time when you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm losing weight. I'm doing that. But in reality, it was, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick. Cassie spoke on it. She said, yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time. It was other times. And it was other people. It's easy. People say, well, why?
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there because there's music playing. But here's the thing. He said that there was other times and other people. But like I said, my question is, was he doing that to help the other people or to protect Diddy or from him possibly getting the case? Okay, Perplex said, I agree, Queen. If I'm not mistaken, Cassie Ford mentioned this in her deposition. Gene Deal have been on Diddy's neck for years, exposing truth about him in the industry. Yes, absolutely. And that's my thing. Gene Deal has been saying these things, okay? Roger Bond didn't come out and say anything until he was mentioned in Cassie's lawsuit, which leads me to believe that he's clout chasing, okay? But hold on. Let's show this last video, and then we'll talk further about it. I'm going to put an overlay on this, even though it's a TikTok video, because this is part of someone's interview. Like stuff, everyone. Please don't forget to like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds.
If it was his child, 10 toes down. It wouldn't be no question about it. I'm going to be right there. But some people feel like image is more important. What people think of you is more important. When I thought the bond and the loyalty would be reciprocated. But he did speak up. He did give me some money for the lawyer, but then he disappeared. I got to understand that, but I'll never respect that because you ain't staying 10 toes down for mine. His own son tells me, yo, I remember when you came to every one of my football games. I sit back and say, damn, his son could say I went to every football game, but my son can't say I went to every basketball game. That's what eats me. Y'all don't understand. When you think of regular security, you think of a 9 to 5. But we talk about days where it was 32 hours, days where it was 36 hours, days when you get the call, yo, Sugar's outside the club. You 10 toes down now. So that type of loyalty, I expect more. And I'm going to sit with that chip on my shoulder no matter what. When you look me in my eyes and tell me, if I get $100 million, you ain't never got to worry about nothing. That's made because of the trials and tribulations and situations that y'all go through together and you survive. Now, I'm going to hold you to that.
For Diddy, right? He does pay the attorney, he does speak up, and he's still paying you a salary. For the people that say that should be enough, he did pay for the attorney.
Let me say, he paid a 80 bit, but let me tell you what gets me about that. If it was another rapper that he feel he could get front page news of, Diddy pays for attorney for such and such, not a fraction of it. You know what situation and predicament that I'm in. This is my son. Everything ain't got to be front page. All you had to do was call a certain person. He ain't asking me for no money for himself. He asking me for some money for a lawyer. Just pay the lawyer directly. And that's what he did with the $25,000 he gave me. So he knew that it wasn't a game. Now, if you want to put a cap on it, yo, what it's going to cost? $100,000? Right? Okay, let's put a cap on that. The $25,000, I watch you throw that in the club.
And see, this is exactly why you shouldn't pocket watch, okay? This is exactly why you shouldn't pocket watch people. Now, first of all, Diddy gave him $25,000. He thinks Diddy is supposed to pay for his son's entire trial, for his entire legal fees. This sounds ridiculous. Okay, so that's the only reason he's talking, okay? That's one of the reasons he's talking, and the other is the clout chase, like I said. And here's the proof of it. As far as I'm concerned, now get a load of this. Remember, he posted the post about the one that I just showed you where he was talking about the diabetes and all of that stuff. He posted that on his Instagram account November the 29th, after Cassie mentioned him in the lawsuit. Okay, and then he went on to brag about how he stopped him from abusing Cassie and other people and all of this, that, and the third. And if he was so upset and annoyed and bothered and butthurt and disgusted with Diddy and his actions, and as he said, there comes a time when you have to speak up and all of that. I've been silent for years. That's what he said. Well, if you were so mad at Diddy, what's this all about right here? Please pay attention and observe. I'm sorry, say what? He was still following Diddy. You read that? He was still following Diddy. He says, happy birthday, my brother. Okay? Now, this was posted November the 4th of 2023. Just 3 weeks before he made that post talking slick and saying that he was telling Diddy he had diabetes and all of that. Okay? Make it all make sense. Here's another one that he liked Diddy's picture on Instagram, November the 11th. Okay? I'm sorry, please make it all make sense. All y'all talking that spit, but if it was you, if you was working for a low-down killer, you would have kept your mouth shut too. Knock it off. First of all, let me say this. It's not about somebody saying that if you were working for a killer, you'd be quiet too. If that were the case, he wouldn't be talking right now. Okay? He's talking right now. We're not talking about why he never talked. If you were listening, clearly you came in here late. I don't know. Or maybe you just don't have good comprehension skills. All right? But at the end of the day, that's irrelevant. I'm not talking about him not saying anything specifically, speaking out or exposing Diddy when he was working for Diddy. I'm saying that he only came out now and is exposing Diddy because Diddy didn't give him the money that he wanted for his son. And because Cassie mentioned him in the lawsuit. Now, he was just on Diddy's page, liking posts and calling him brother November the 3rd and November the 11th. And then on the 29th of November, after the lawsuit was filed, then you want to come out talking slick. Okay, so sir, whatever you're saying, and then you can't speak for everybody else. Because some people will absolutely speak whether they work for a killer or not. Okay, an alleged killer. Gene Deal has been speaking. So what are you talking about? Jaguar Wright has been speaking. Now, Jaguar didn't work for Diddy, but she knew him, I'm sure. Gene Deal literally worked for him. at the end of the day, and Gene's been speaking out. So everybody is not a coward, okay? So speak for yourself. That's for number one. But for number two, like I said, he's sitting up there liking this man's post. And there you go, November the 1st, okay? Right here, liking Diddy's post. And here we go, November the 2nd. Liking Diddy's post and giving encouraging words. He says, you can do anything you put your mind to. You can do anything you put your mind to, is what he said, encouraging words. Happy birthday, my brother. I'm sorry, what? Now you want to act like you're so disgusted by Diddy's actions. It's nothing but a clout chase. Okay? Nothing but a clout chase. All right? That's what it is. Now, all hell no, said at John Ford, I suggest you have several seats and watch your mouth respectfully. Exactly. Don't come here talking slick, because we don't even know you. You're not a loyal royal. When have we ever seen you in the chat? Okay? Now, you can respectfully agree to disagree, but don't come in here talking slick and telling me or anybody else in my chat what they would or wouldn't do, because you don't know us like that. All right? Now, with that all being said, what do you all think about this? I find it all so interesting, okay? I find it all so interesting. Andrea said, true indeed, at all hell no, okay? Police. Mr. Elevation said, I feel a roast coming. I got my popcorn. You already know, because, honey, I don't know who these stragglers are that come here thinking they can talk slick to us or to me, and we've never seen you before, okay? If you want to join in the conversation, do so respectfully. Don't come in here coming out of pocket, okay, trying to talk slick, okay? I don't need permission to think on my own. No, you don't, beloved. No one said that you did. But what you don't do is come in here being rude about whatever you're thinking. You're entitled to your opinion as everyone else is. And I welcome disagreements. No one has to agree with me. But don't come in here getting slick when you do so. That's all I'm saying. Don't come in here trying to tell me or anybody else what we would or wouldn't do. That's all I'm saying. All right. Now, if you want me to drop the link and you want to get up here and have a conversation about it, we can do that too. Because I do have time today. Now he says whatever. Well, if you're mad, honey, you can always leave. Nobody paid you to be here. With that all being said, as I was saying, now what do you all think about that? What do you all think about the fact that Roger Bonds was liking Diddy's post? Not only liking them, he was commenting on them, okay, giving words of encouragement and all of that just a few weeks before he got up there talking greasy about it. Okay? Before he was talking greasy about it. M. Shaggy said, Queen, I politely gathered him up. Okay, thank you, beloved. I knew you all would. Okay? Mr. Elevation said, someone is big mad. Honey, if you mad, you know what you can do? Exit stage left. Y'all tell them. All right, Danielle said it. Exit stage left, bro, because at the end of the day, honey, we don't play that over here. You can come in here and add to the conversation. You come here and join in the conversation. You can come in here and even disagree with the conversation, but don't talk slick because we ain't with it. All right, we're not with it. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Hold on. Y'all know what time it is. Please pay attention. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. All right. Once in the chat, if you think that Roger Bonds is clout chasing, okay, and just mad because Diddy didn't do what he wanted him to do when he wanted him to do it. Once in the chat. Once in the chat. Okay, if you think that Roger Bonds is clout chasing and only airing Diddy out now because he's just mad because Diddy didn't give him money. Thank you. Okay? I see a whole lot of ones, and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right? We don't fool with haters around here is all I'm saying. All right. Greta said, this is not the chat for simple-minded mofos. Indeed. Indeed. Now, with that all been said, let me quit being nefarious. Let me quit being nefarious. At the end of the day, I don't know why people be coming in here trying us, honey, me and my royals, because we're not here for it, okay? We're not here for any of it. Now, that all being said, I think I've proved my point. This whole thing was nothing but a cloud chase. Him coming out, notice how he's on Piers Morgan and Chris Cuomo. Didn't Chris Cuomo and his own brother, Andrew Cuomo, have sexual assault allegations against them too? They're not the ones who should be talking about Diddy, is all I'm saying, okay? Chris Cuomo is not the one who should be talking about Diddy. And I find it very interesting that he thought it was okay for him to do so, okay? I thought it was very interesting that he thought it was okay for him to do so. Now, with that all being said, it is clear to me that he only came out after the lawsuit came out. Cassie mentioning him in it in his mind probably gave him credibility, and he thought he could just come out and make himself look so good. But as you heard him say, Diddy gave him $25,000, and he felt like Diddy could have or should have done more. What more did he need to do at the end of the day? What more did he need to do? Okay? Albert said, yes, the Cuomos did have charges. Exactly, because I reported on it. Okay? Jay McClinton says, Piers Morgan actually harassed Meghan Markle. Yes, I forgot about that. Allegedly, he did, right? And we already know that he was sitting up there trying to act like Meghan wanted him, which we all know that was likely a lie. Okay, so please pay attention. With that all being said, everyone please like and share. Samantha says, they seeking attention must not have been held as a baby. Okay? Oh, he wants me to drop the link. Hold on. Let me drop the link. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds. Y'all get those likes up. He says Chris Cuomo has privilege. Well, yeah, just like that other guy that they didn't want to talk about. The other guy that I reported on, okay? The one that was the director of Scrubs, Weinberg. Okay, why is that story not plastered all over the store, all over the news? How come Chris Cuomo's not interviewing his victims or people who knew him? How come he's not talking to them, but he wants to talk about Diddy when he was accused of some of the same things as Diddy? I just find it interesting. And Roger Bonds went on there to entertain that foolishness. Okay, M. Shady said criminals interviewing criminals. Absolutely. All right, absolutely. I find it all interesting. So with that all being said, Sunset Night says, hold on. Oh, John, the link is dropped. Your ass is on the line. That Crazy Beach Aries, hey beloved, says popcorn and tea and such. Okay. Well, anyway, listen, I dropped the link. Nobody's clicked it as of yet. I'm about to be out of here in a minute. Brian Slayer said, not the queen dropped the link. Yeah, you know, I always drop the link when people want to talk slick. They can get up here and say it to my face. That's all I'm saying. Greg said, cook, queen. Okay. Miss Sam said, come on, John, don't stop now. Wait to those that send him to the shadow realm, queen. Y'all are something else. Now listen, for those of you who follow the backup channel, I want you all to pay attention. We're going to be live on the backup channel at 12 o'clock. You don't want to miss it because we got to talk about this TikToker who said the N-word and then doubled down on it when now she's gotten fired. And also the DoorDasher who called the customer the N-word on the Ring Door cam. And he had to have known that he was being recorded. I think he absolutely knew and just didn't care. So we got to talk about that and some other stuff. Also, why some people are mad at Shannon Sharp from Club Shay Shay about what he said about Caitlin Clark. Okay, so y'all pay attention because we're going to be on there at 12 o'clock. I'm going to post the link after this broadcast. Okay, looks like he's not clicking the link. Okay, all bark and no bite, just like I thought. With that all being said, everyone please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor all in my skin.
God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got